Peace and prosperity be unto all who's listening or watching. It's your girl, Shaeranea, right? And I'm back with another video. Today was like a real busy day. Just handling like my taxes, because it's around that time of year where you handle your taxes. And most people do their own taxes, but since I'm somebody who's involved in so many things, like I put everything on my taxes. I put my books, from the things I purchased to the things that I've sold. So I don't want to do all that work. That's a lot of work to do. And quite frankly, I don't want to do it. But it allowed me to realize how responsible I really am. I don't really never think about it because it's like a natural thing for me to just get up and do things. But I have like looking back over last year, looking back, just like reflecting on who I am and all the things I've overcome, it never just like hits me because it's just like a normal thing to my nature to just be responsible and take care of business, right? So I was just looking, I got like the car insurance, I got the life insurance, I got the health policy accidental insurance, I have the roadside assistance insurance. I have all these different things that I may or may not use ever in my life. And I feel it costs just as much to live as it does to die. And it's a terrible thing to live and see that the scale of what you do in entrepreneurship or growing your business or just pursuing anything in life, you don't really see the full outcome of what you put into everything. You see, now sometimes, yes, good always outweighs the bad. But when it comes to pursuing your dreams, it's like there's a larger scale of loss than there is gain. And then like ultimately, like once you're able to get in a position where you can actually do all the things you love, then it's worth all the loss in the end. Like the greatest loss is your greatest gain. Like I count every gain as a loss anyway. So when I look over the things that I have to do or be responsible for, I'm just like, it would seem like it's overwhelming, but it isn't. But it's quite frustrating when you think about it, and you're just like, dang, like I could be rich right now, like, because most of my money is going to things that I either don't need right now or don't really use. Like I don't pay for dental insurance, but I've been to the dentist maybe like 3 times since I paid off my car. Like I'm saying, like after you pay off things or just do different things in your life, these different things set in your mind, you get more mature, more wise, and you feel to do more things, and which requires you to go out the way to spend more money that you probably don't even have. You probably don't even have. I'm just saying, guys, stay encouraged. Pursuing your dreams is not all it seems. It's up and down like a market scale. It's not all happy-go-lucky. It's really tough. Like, and you gotta have the patience. You gotta have the mindset. You gotta have the skills, the ability. You gotta have the will, the hunger, and the drive, and the consistency and devotion to continue on in the endurance of the process, because the process is far longer than the reward itself. And I don't know what's more gratifying, to be honest. Yes, it's great to work hard for the things you desire in this life because it helps you. Like, it really helps you appreciate the things that you want. But when you get it, you realize that all that effort you put into it, and that's the problem with being human, living in this world, like nothing is satisfactory, after you've accomplished it or like obtained it. If it's not sincerely pure or, like really make you happy, because material things don't make me happy. If it's not something that just really like a pure, genuine sincereness, some sort of form of that, it won't satisfy you. You can accomplish everything in your life, become the richest person alive, and those things will never make you happy. I can guarantee it. I can tell you, as someone who's still pursuing her dreams and accomplish things all the time, I'm telling you that those things are not satisfactional, and those things will not make you happy. You have to find things that make you happy long before you obtain things that you want and desire, because when you get those things that you desire and you want, you'll realize very soon that those very things are not what makes you happy. The very idea that you thought that obtaining an object or overcoming or accomplishing something could make you happy is no justification for happiness. And if happiness doesn't come in a form without obtaining or needing, and you can't find that pureness, that inner happiness within, then you are really lacking true inner peace. And I suggest you find some, because in this life we live, I'm telling you guys, in this life we live, it's not as it seems. It's just not. Bills, for the first of the month, bills come like this. This is why I say, if you always have what you need, you can always have what you want, because you're not going to always be on top of things. You're not going to always have it together. You're not going to always have a good job, and you're not going to always be at your greatest point in life. So you must always remember that you're not going to be perfect. And then even when you're 50 years old, you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to have it all together at 50 years old just because you're 50. Like, that is no justification for having it all together. If you were ever born to have things together, you would. And God would have created you perfectly, without imperfection, without flaw, without need to grow, without need to learn. If that was God's plan, that wasn't. And we don't grow that way. We don't learn that way. We learn through experiencing. And what I'm trying to get people to understand is that it's really important that everybody, not just some people, everybody in the universe needs to learn that no point in your life, whether it be from a childhood as a baby to this point on in your life, whatever stage or age that you are at, you are no different than anybody else. No one is perfect, and no one has it all together, even if they seem like they have it all together. It's people who wear these suits looking all nice and good. They have it all together on one aspect in their life, they're failing in another. Let's be real. You can have it all together in one point in your life and not have it together at all in another. You must have a balance in all aspects of your life. You cannot neglect any part of your life trying to pursue one thing that you desire. I get you must master one thing and achieve and obtain and become successful. That's great, but success will never make you happy. And once you obtain your success and learn that even after you obtain money, right? Even if after you obtain the ability to do whatever it is that you desire, you have nobody to share it with, it will mean nothing to you. If you have no loved ones, no one to care for, this life really isn't all that it seems. It's really not worth living in a sense of, if you're not living for a purpose, if you don't have no one to love or spend it with, or if you're not helping people. Like, beyond those things, like, there's nothing in this earth I care for or wish to take with me. I'm telling you, I care for humanity as a whole, as far as like helping people and giving people what they need, whether it's information or just helping people in whatever way I can. As an individual who is a humanitarian, I believe that I do my best at giving and doing my best at helping people. So, like I said, you will live this life knowing that nothing could ever satisfy you. And even after you obtain the things you desire, those things will never be enough. So when you figure out that enough is already what you have, then when you obtain the things you have, you could still be happy and appreciate them. And you would never neglect the fact that you have what you have. And this is the problem. A lot of people get what they have and take those things for granted. You aren't happy already. If you're not focusing on being happy and believe that by obtaining an object or anything or accomplishing anything will ever satisfy your need to be happy, you are lacking some true inner peace, and you need to find it within yourself. This is Shaeranea telling you that that is no justification for happiness, and you will be a miserable rich person on this earth. You will be rich and miserable. You may find abundance in not having a struggle on your bills. But if you don't find inner peace, when you obtain what it is that you desire, you will be a miserable sack of crap. I'm just going to be honest about it, you guys. There's no sugarcoating it. I look at my obligations and responsibilities every day, and it's just what it is. Like, it's something I do on a daily basis. I would love to be financially free, able to do whatever I desire. I would love to have my dreams accomplished. There's no, I can get 1,000 rewards, and that still would never satisfy me as much as the simplicity and having somebody to share it with, and also having people I love and care for that, you know, support me and that I can be around. Like, this life, I'm telling you, without those true values, those true things that mean something, this life is truly meaningless to some people. Some people, for like people like me, this life, if it doesn't have a sense of value or a sense of love or a sense of decency where I can give myself in a way that requires me to be devoted, then there's no reason for me to live. And it's a lot to live for, but I'm telling you, it's a lot of paths you can walk in this life, but one thing for sure, it's a lot of paths that don't require a lot of empathy, don't require a lot of passion, don't require no fire, no knowledge, no wisdom. I'm telling you, it's a lot of paths you can walk in this life that don't require no growth. Okay, you can just be stagnant in life, just drift and just be who you are, be who you think you are. You know, you can experience things and take on things in your life and really think that's who you are, and that's really not. It's just, you guys have to be open-minded to knowing that though we have all these things that we have to do on this earth, we have these labels that we're called and we put in categories, whether it's middle class, poor, or rich. Remember who you are. You're not a name. You're not a label. You're not somebody's property. You're not any of that stuff. You're a spirit. You're most loved, and you're created by the Most High and Divine. And I'm telling you that your life is more than what this world has allowed it to be and seem like. So, empowerment to everybody who is living their dreams and really struggling to hold on, because this is a message to those who are really doing their best. Because I give my best 150% every single day. And it was times when I was young, because I'm still young, okay? I'm an old soul, so I talk in a sense of like everyone's younger than me, but that's just how it is. Like I say I'm young in my younger days, like I'm just like so old, but I can't help that. And people always say, just because you have an old soul doesn't mean you have to be old, or like act old. But I can't help that either. I just have like old ways. I can't help that. Like, I'm in a new generation that is totally not like me at all, and I'm nothing like this generation. I'm out of this world and totally different and weird. Comment down below. I know I'm not the only one who loves Chinese series, like Chinese dramas, love and romance, Hallmark, Western movies, and like Dragon Ball Z and all those different things that we grew up watching in the 90s. Tell me I'm not the only one who still watched the 90s cartoons. I love Scooby-Doo. That's like my favorite cartoon in the universe. Like, no cartoon in this world will top Scooby-Doo. Now, second best is Tom and Jerry. There's no other cartoons other than those two that I could just be like, yeah, I rip that. No. So, guys, like, seriously, you need to find true happiness and inner peace, and know that nothing you could obtain could ever be a justification of your happiness. It's no person. it's no obtaining love that can be a justification why you should be happy. You should be happy before you meet somebody that you will love. And why should a person be a justification why you're happy? And why should somebody make you happy? I mean, I get being happy around another person, but they shouldn't be your entire happiness. I know everything I talk about is deep because I want people to see that it's a deeper underlining in everything. And when you waste time indulging and talking about things that don't matter, you would always miss the bigger picture of the small detail that you miss, because it's greater sense of detail in everything that we do or experience in life. So peace and prosperity, and know that you are loved. And I hope you guys are having a tremendous day, because we're going to have a prosperous and abundant year. And even if this year has started tough, okay, even if this year has started out tough for you guys, I want you to stay consistent and persistent with your dreams, your goal, your business, whatever it is. You need to be connected. You need to make sure you keep that same energy. If your choice is to work out and get healthier, I suggest you work out and get healthier. If you want to be a better YouTuber, I suggest you be consistent with your content, make great content. I say don't slack up, don't make excuses, find a solution and make an effort. Really do it, and be both actions and words. Be the manifestation of your words by your actions. Like, you have to be the whole total package. You got to be, the whole thing. And you don't have to be perfect. Perfection's for heaven. You can say that when you get there, baby. We're here on this earth to grow, to reflect, to learn, to look back and make sure that we make wiser decisions in the current present and just do better. Like, it's all about doing better. It's not wronging yourself, blaming yourself for your past. It's not, none of that. It's all about growth. And if you're not on a growth path, I suggest you get on it. So peace, love, and happiness.